Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 4th of October 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. The 4th of October 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. The holiday has been extended to 7 days. What you got up your sleeve? Nothing, Bullwinkle. You had to have watched Rocky the Flying Squirrel to know what that means. Never mind. He went from 3 days to 7 days. We're not stupid. There is nothing to celebrate at 1310. Quit playing with us. The 4th of October 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat. Some of this cheap oil from the credited oil will come to US markets too and drastically drop the price at the pumps. This plan is finally going to be activated as all the components are now in place to do it. We have heard about this plan for years. And now it is here with the tripartite agreement between Kurdistan, Baghdad and the oil companies. This is also why this recent event will have such long-lasting repercussions both in Iraq and in the US. The 4th of October 2025. Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, article. 5 key Iraqi dinar revaluations against the US dollar since 1968. I thought this one was great. This article gets into the history and was founded by the Iraqi Currency Board in London in 1948. In the past the Iraqi dinar was as high as $4. This article was fantastic. The 4th of October 2025. Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser. Now, I'm hoping that we do get our notifications Monday or Tuesday, and then we would start setting our appointments and going in. And that's as far a timeline as I have so far, 3 different sources that brought us the Monday-Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes. But I would say there is a lot going on behind the scenes. What we have to do is just stay patient, it will come through. It's just matter of when. The 4th of October 2025. Newshound Guru Samson article. The Prime Minister directs that the National Day celebrations continue for a week. The 3rd of October 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. You think Vietnam wants you to buy their dong? Vietnam will do exactly what Iraq is doing. Mark my words. Write that down. Vietnam will do exactly what the Iraqi dinar is doing right now. Write that down. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU. If you are smart, you will set up a CRUT, Charitable Remainder Uni Trust, and pay only 10% and you are not liable for the 10% for 20 years. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound Guru Pimpy. A redenomination is the changing of the image on the bank note. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound Guru Claire article. U.S. State Department. The Trump administration is working to ensure the continued flow of Kurdistan's oil exports, quote. Iraqi and Kurdish officials said that U.S. pressure was a decisive factor in reaching the export agreement. And Washington is now seeking to transform it into a long-term agreement that also protects the interests of American companies. The 3rd of October 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report, Firefly. Sami Al-Laq said the monetary reform has ended. It has achieved all its goals. We are now implementing it according to the time frame set. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, Iraq Bank Friend Aki update, Walking Stick. Do you have a time period when you're going to be closing up for about 3 days? Aki. Yes, that's not a secret. The US Treasury is constantly in and out of our country. Many times we are following all their instructions. They told me I had to stay here in my private bank, in Dearborn, because the US Treasury wanted it that way. WS. Why do you think they asked you to stay there? Aki. Because we are at the end of the timeline. I told you we have had a date for a long time. That date is coming to an end. On that date they will introduce a new exchange rate. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU. The IRC, Internal Revenue Code, allows a person, in the case of currencies, to determine the way in which you wish to declare your taxes. You may choose to pay the tax as regular income or as capital gains. If you have receipts to prove long, short-term capital gains, you may wish to pay tax as a capital gain. If you do not have receipts, like me, then you could declare it as regular income. It is not the bank's job to handle your taxes. They are not the IRS. You do not need receipts to make your exchange in any circumstance. The 3rd of October 2025. Newshound Guru Pimpy. Stability is what we're looking for in Iraq and so far they seem to be well on track. Al-Sudani has managed to keep them from conflict, which is really good for Iraq. We hope he gets re-elected. Their currency is now stable. They're no longer on the exotic money list. There's a lot of good things lining up fairly quick for Iraq. Let's keep our fingers crossed this happens a lot quicker than later. The 3rd of October 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 something is going on. We see the words I have been sharing with you for years in print now. It's exciting. The monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar doesn't have much more time. They told the citizens they're about to give them the new exchange rate. The 3rd of October 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, 20 billion barrels of Kirkuk oil fill reserves, BP, British Petroleum, is talking about how excited they are. They are letting the world know how wealthy Iraq is. It makes sense if you are going to change the value. You need to let people know they can support it with commodities and natural resources. The 3rd of October 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. Al-Sudani points to a historic agreement with the Kurdistan region. We waited 18 years for it. Quote, "We reached a historic agreement under which the Federal Ministry of Oil will receive crude oil produced from fields located in the Kurdistan region and export it via the Iraq-Turkey pipeline." Can you say oil and gas law coming? Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com